Oh, that's a cool looking boat. Can we come check it out?
Oh, you want to come see? Welcome to Multiplast.
Let's check it out.
So we are in the parking lot of Multiplast, where this boat was made many moons ago. And here we have the beautiful IDEC SPORT. There's a lot of work going on. Actually, we came in from the water right there. It was in the Trinity. And we basically just lifted it up and over the fence and parked it in here. And we've got 4 containers underneath. 2 of the existing containers that came, they're like storage containers, and 2 brand new containers that we've decked out. And the idea is that these containers are like our little makeshift workshops that we're going to bring with us when we move the boat back to the Trinity and when it moves after that. So we're packed up and ready to go. First, we've got container number 1. It's mechanics, electronics, and rigging, all working together. So we've really gone full hog. We've got all the tools, optimum, and equipment that we need. And a lot of this is built around the idea, a lot of the pieces we're taking off the boat and we're not necessarily replacing them. What we're doing is taking everything off, taking it apart, cleaning it, revising it, using these sheens to either make and mold new pieces ourselves or clean the existing pieces. So we're really trying to reuse and revitalize all the parts that are there as much as we can in-house. So here's our desks. Here's electric section. So this is storage and stock of those pieces that are prepared and ready to go, or pieces that we're working on. So here you see all the winches. At the moment, they're fully deconstructed. But what we've done is we've taken out all the pieces. They've all been taken apart. Every part has been checked. Every part has been cleaned. They've been re-greased and put back together. And special materials, anti-corrosion, all that stuff. So these are literally like set. Same here. We've got all the blockers and everything. Everything's been revised. New parts put together, labeled, ready to go. And same with all the pulleys and blocks and everything like that. Everything's marked, named, taken off, revised, and soon going back on. So there's been a lot of actual physical labors, but like really intense hours, just really taking apart, checking small pieces, cleaning small pieces, putting them back together. And then here we have Greenwall rigging. So our little section down here. It's also the party section. We've got it all set up. We've got our winch, different bits and bobs to be working on at the moment. Again, this is all the existing lines that we had on the boat. We've taken them off, we've labeled them, we're keeping everything for now to make sure that we can measure the exact lengths, distances and diameters that we have, but a lot of the loops and things we'll be remaking. A lot of the lines we're going to put back on, use, see how they are, and then maybe further in the season, if we decide we need to change lengths or longers and stuff like that, we'll do it kind of progressively rather than trying to do everything in one go. And some of them are in good condition as well, so we don't actually need to change everything right away, but yep. Up we go. So you can see here all this is new strat sections. So there was patches of the carbon material that were weakened. They were cleaning all this back and have recovered and re-strengthened some of the patches that were a little bit weaker. So there's this little spots that we've identified throughout the boat that need a little bit of TLC, recovering and re-strengthening. So. Bruno, viens. On peut parler avec toi pour un moment? Bruno, qu'est-ce que tu fais sur le bateau aujourd'hui?
Ah, aujourd'hui, que du plaisir. On refait tout le pont, marquage pour l'antidérapant. On refait ça bien pour avoir un joli bateau.
Et tu as déjà fait l'intérieur là-bas?
Non, pas encore. On a fait les joues de piano, dessus de piano, les barres, le pont, les devants de bras. Mais ça avance très bien, on est très contents.
Oui, cool. Qu'est-ce que le plus difficile chose pour travailler ensemble?
Rien n'est difficile.
On a chance, il fait pas.
Ouais, c'est la météo le plus difficile avec la pluie parfois, mais on est bon.
Ouais.
On s'arrange bien avec la météo.
Oui.
Et Titi aussi, il a fait un peu les strates sur le puits de dérive, c'est bien. Il a rapidement travaillé pour qu'on puisse faire la peinture. Donc c'est très bon, le team est très complet, c'est bien. Je trouve que c'est une bonne équipe. Excellent.
Merci.
this is the piano. This is all the pieces we had down below in the boxes. Had all come off here so that it could be retouched and repainted. And then next week, it's looking all nice. We'll be able to put them back on. So this is one of the wheels. Again, like the rest of the piano, we had to take it off to check it. It goes on here. It's just a big bicycle chain, actually, connected to ropes, and that joins on into the wheel system and then leads further centrally into there. So yeah, we've just had to basically disconnect the bike chains, take off the wheel, and again, all of that has been opened up, cleaned, and serviced. So ready to be put back together. Bonjour les filles, ça va? On peut parler un petit peu avec vous? Au milieu d'un moment important, qu'est-ce que vous faites?
On est en train de faire le retour du haut sous le filet. On fait le covering. Ah oui, le covering de la... C'est difficile? Ouais, sous le filet, c'est pas simple. Ah oui, j'imagine. Il n'y a pas beaucoup de place. Ok.
Bah, on vous laisse.
C'est le moment le plus compliqué.
Fun timing. Normally, well, just here where the girls are there putting on the our shiny new colors, ready for our sponsor logos. Just there is where the foil goes, in underneath them on the other side. So we've got one foil there. So we're gonna have to put the mast back on, the boom back on, and re-rig everything. So there's still a fair bit of work to do to put it back on. So when we were taking it off, we were really photographing and documenting everything so that we can try to put it back, try to put Humpty Dumpty back together again as smoothly as possible. Here's a Smurf, a red Smurf. Okay, we're gonna have a little look inside and see what the guys are working on downstairs. So actually you can see in here to the side, the pedestals which have been removed as well for downstairs. In here's the transmission system for the pedestals, for the grinders which lead up to the main winches. So that's been taken out, cleaned, and we've already put it back in. So that's already been back in and reassembled. And all of that cleaned out. Here's the electrics hub, but that's all been kind of freshly wired and whatnot below with the electrician. On arrive. You see down here, everything's kind of cleared out, total workspace, work in progress. Here's the kitchen area. Wires and lights everywhere. Up forward, this is where the bunks and the living space is, will be. Bunks and everything have been removed out, as well as all the kind of different wall hangings. Everything's come out. And then we go forward, and you can see the bulkheads there, and they basically lead all the way to the bow, one after the other, slowly getting smaller. So yeah, all this empty space for the moment, but those kind of living space details, we'll get to that a bit later. At the moment, we're still working on kind of the essential sailing stuff. Kiki and Gigi. So here we have Kiki of electronics and Gigi of mechanics. And as you can see, the difference is a good example of how the two departments have to work really closely together, because we've got the engine down here, again, all cleaned and serviced, and then we've got all the electronics here. But all of this, of course, is connected because we're talking about batteries, charging, water makers, everything. So it's all kind of interlinked. So these two guys have to work really closely together to make sure everything works smoothly.
Qu'est-ce qu'il veut faire aujourd'hui?
Aujourd'hui, on remonte des pièces du moteur avant de faire les essais.
Ah, on est proche alors, faire des essais.
Oui. Et là, on essaye
de comprendre comment ça fonctionne.
Comment est réglé le tendeur pour la génératrice.
Donc,
voilà.
C'est encore travail entre l'électrique et le mécanique.
Exactement. C'est quand même super. C'est le point de liaison entre la mécanique et l'électrique.
Et alors, c'est nouveau.
Là, nouveau batterie avec système BMS, de BMS MG. Et voilà. Pour remplacer l'ancien parc de batterie.
Donc on peut tester le moteur quand? Au début, demain?
Fin de semaine prochaine. Semaine prochaine. Semaine prochaine.
Next week. Okay, so it's back into the back section. Normally this would be a lot more storage and things, but of course it comes back to the rudders. The rudder's not here at the moment because again we've taken the rudders out and we've revised all the moving systems, and the rudders themselves, which we'll see down below, are being worked on by the composite guys. But this is still runs into the electronics and mechanics department because we still have a lot of all the sensors and tools coming back here, like the autopilot and everything. So still a lot of work in progress here too. The pedestals have been taken off and again inside and everything cleaned and put back on. Still got to put the handles on. And they'll go through our nice new transmission boxes that we put together. It's going to be very satisfying when we get them back on. We're very excited. Yeah, it's quite cool here because a lot of people are passing by all the time. We get a lot of people stopping to ask us, oh, what is this cool boat? We even get a lot of kids and that kind of thing. So it's nice. We get to chat to people about the project and the history of the boat. Knock, knock, composite.
Welcome in.
Hello.
Hello.
This is the beautiful, beautiful composite shed.
Oh, I thought you was talking about.
This is the beautiful, beautiful composite man.
Nice.
What are you working on today?
The media woman design seat.
What a lucky media woman.
Yeah, the best seat in the boat.
Is it molded to your ass?
Yeah.
And can you explain a little bit about
The area here?
Yeah.
The area is dedicated to composite, so we have 3 major parts. This is the marble in French, a place where we can build the parts on it. There's also a kind of oven here to cook the parts. Here, just on my right, you've got all the resin area. We're making the mix and everything like this. All the tools we're using here, powered by Milwaukee.
Whee!
And at the end of the container, all the area dedicated for the carbon tissues and other things we're going to cut on the big table.
That's cool.
The best place to be is here.
It is. It's like the magic shop. But even the composites guys, like it's repairing parts of the boat and stuff like that. But also, like I said, the same with the mechanical. A lot of the stuff we're trying to do inside. So, like already, how many like pad eyes have you made, for example?
200, things like this.
Yeah. So even the stuff like pad eyes and things like that, with this setup, we're able to do like as much as possible in-house.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, magic, keeping the area tidy and
Because the boss of the composite is 1.96 m and 100 kgs. So I am the magic for the cleaning and tidy up the container.
So we're walking along the central hull of the boat here. You can see it is pretty big. All of this is kind of rebuffed back, repaired, and then painted and sprayed over. Because the boat is so big, we are outside. So we have to be pretty improvisational and work with the weather as well. So see, we've built a little tent to go over the sections of the mast that need working on. This is the daggerboard. Titi, qu'est-ce que tu fais aujourd'hui et qu'est-ce qui passe ici sur la dérive, quoi?
C'est la réparation pour le haut de la dérive là. Donc on avait une délamination là sous le haut. Et là du coup j'ai fait la petite strate que là qui est sous
Et
vide.
comment ça marche?
Bah, déjà en fait j'imprègne les tissus donc du coup dans le conteneur. Donc je les préimprègne. Après derrière du coup je viens donc les poser ici. Et après je mets un délat, donc un tissu d'arrachage. Le drainant qui est là, on voit. Donc c'est pour justement doucement le drainer. Et par-dessus en fait je mets un tuyau donc, qui est rejoint par un piège à résine. Donc en fait ça, le but c'est d'éviter que ça aille dans cette partie-là. Donc c'est le régulateur donc, qui coûte assez cher. Donc c'est mieux d'éviter qu'il y ait de la résine qui aille dedans. Donc après du coup tu as tout le cheminement de la résine qui va aller là-dedans et ça tire avec la pompe qui est dans le conteneur.
Donc au début tu filmes, c'est combien de temps pour faire une section comme ça, quoi?
Oh, ça a été assez rapide quand même. parce que du coup, pour toute la pré-run, ouais, j'ai mis 1 heure et demie à préparer la zone.
Ouais.
Juste à préparer la zone parce qu'on avait quand même une bonne délamination.
Ok,
Mais vraiment tout préparer, remettre propre,
Ouais.
ça fait 1 heure et demie.
ok. Good.
Donc voilà. Ah ouais, c'est sympa. Pas de soucis.
This is the boat cleaner. Et tu vas nettoyer-tu la bateau à la main, quoi?
No, because the guys, when they paint, they put some white paint on the tool, and I just try to take it off because they're scared. And they say, Eric, we've done a mistake. And I say, no problem. Because when there is a problem, there is a solution.
Oh, the best boss. He fixes everyone else's problems. What a guy. Tender love and care in every section of the boat.
So here we're in one of the stockage containers, in the old ones. Ah, Guillaume, ça va?
No.
Est-ce que tu nous expliquer qu'est-ce que tu fais sur la foile hier?
Préparation peinture et remise en forme du bateau.
Ah oui, ok, c'est ça.
C'est tout.
Ok. Merci Guillaume. Qu'est-ce que tu fais aujourd'hui?
Moi, j'ai fait la peinture.
Blanche.
J'ai fait la peinture blanche et on fait tous les fonds de coque pour la protection. On refait toute cette partie-là.
Mais c'était beaucoup de travail pour préparer avant.
Oui, c'est une grosse préparation et pour l'application, ouais, c'est une matinée de préparation.
Oui, et c'est quoi
Pour,
pour la préparation?
il faut délimiter les zones et protéger les zones où on ne met pas de peinture. Et après, il faut se protéger, nous, du vent.
Oui.
Donc c'est beaucoup, là, il y a beaucoup de vent en plus.
Oui,
donc
oui.
c'est...
Bon, on a des chances, il pleut pas.
Non, voilà, si sous la pluie, ça serait pire.
Oui. Bon,
Mais là-
tu fais le coque central
Ouais,
et après les deux flotteurs.
Les deux.
Pour le pan.
ouais, c'est ça, exactement. Après, on va refaire le rouge sur les bâbords et tribords. Et le blanc aussi sur bâbord.
Ok, chouette.
Donc voilà, ça va redonner un peu de...
Un petit peu de travail.
Ouais, et puis surtout, là, ça va être beau.
Oui.
C'est ça.
Bon.
Ouais. Avec la peinture, ce sera joli.
Really a super team effort, even though everyone has their area that they're overseeing. There's a lot of overlap, and it's really cool now. We're actually on the part of the chantier or the yard period where we're starting to make things look nice, like painting the boat. Things are going back together, so it's really cool to see. This is the mast. So yeah, in here we've got a section of the foil. You see, what they'll have been doing is sanding everything back first to level and then layering up the materials and then sanding it back. So yeah, it's a process over a few days or even longer, and that's why we are in the tent. So this is the base of the mast, and it gives you a little bit of a context of how big it is. So this mast is so big that when you're going up the rig, rather than going up the outside, you go up the inside. I've already spent quite a lot of time in here. You can actually turn around in here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, pretty good. Up this end, it's nice and wide, so you're all good, but it does get narrower as you get up the top. So you get a little bit into a gorilla crawl. And yeah, we pull all the rigging out, but we still got a lot of stuff like these are all the little trip lines and stuff. So when we get new lines, I'm gonna be going back up on the inside and redoing all those lines as well.
Are you there?
Hello! 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 Thanks for coming to visit us here. As you can see, the work is really ramping up. We don't have too long now until mise à l'eau, which is boat in the water, on the 31st of May, which is going to happen right here. Right there. So we're very excited. It'll be a huge day and a huge operation because obviously we need big cranes, we need ribs, and also at the same time we use the cranes to do the foils and the dagger board and the mast and all those things as well. So it's kind of a put all the pieces together, boat in the water, and then off we go to La Trinity. So we're very, very, very excited. It's very cool that you get to see the boat in progress, and everyone is working really, really hard, and we can't wait to see her in the water, and we cannot wait to go sailing.